Well, you know, it's so exciting that we get to start Columbus Day weekend off early for each and every one of you with great electronics, lots of choices for you to choose from. Now, a holiday weekend is one of those times where we're doing a lot of driving, right? Maybe you're even thinking about car buying this time of year. This is going to be your new best friend. We call it the Car Doctor. It's CarMD, and it's a handheld diagnostic device. You'll see we're going to plug it into a car. That plug spot, if your car was made after 1996, it has that outlet, and this is the same technology that the mechanics use to figure out what's wrong with your car and what to charge you. Now, you can have the information for yourself. You can walk into a mechanic's and say, no, I know what actually needs to be done, and I know how much it's supposed to cost. You can use this version of CarMD with up to 4 vehicles. So you can cover every single car in your family. There's no subscription fees, there's no hidden fees or costs, and it will pay for itself in no time. That's why it's a customer pick. And if you own CarMD, I would love to hear your story. Our testimonial talk line is open at 1-866-376-8255. You can also talk to us on Twitter. Use hashtag HSN Today. You can ask us any questions you have about CarMD or any of the other items, or tell us what you love about it. But I think this is a fantastic gift and something that you will use for years and years to come. And we're giving you the best bundle we've ever done, including a case and including the ability to register 4 vehicles. Now, Leah Little's going to join us. She's the best-looking car mechanic I've ever seen. That's for sure.
Well, thank you very much, because you know what? This is my mechanic.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter. You don't really need to know anything about your car. As a matter of fact, you don't even need to know where the hood of your car is, because all you do is you plug this in. If you know where your steering wheel of your car is, you can now use this. And what if you never overpay for car repairs again? That's what this is all about. Let me walk you through all the features, because what you're going to have is, again, no automotive experience necessary. It works with every car, truck, SUV, 1996 or newer. Works with the foreign as well as the domestic vehicles. And you can connect it to your home computer, so you can have so much detail. And here's the thing. It's going to give you an exact estimate of repairing your car, the exact cost of the parts as well as the labor. And here's your 3 simple steps. You plug it in. Beep, beep, beep. 30 seconds later, just did it for a friend of mine last night. You get the info. Green means go. Everything's okay. Yellow means there's possible problems. Red means your check engine light is probably on and service is required. And then from there, you run a report and you have information. Information is power when it comes to your car. You then can budget for big repairs. You can decide if maybe you want to get a new car. You can think about this for just a second. When you plug it in, Bill Green, one of our hosts here at HSN, we plugged it into his car. He found out that the repairs were going to be about $3,000. He said, forget it. I'm just going to get a new car. So now you have all of that information. Here's the thing. This is the secret of mechanics. If you go to a place to have your car serviced, they will charge you $99 about for just diagnosing what's going on with your car. And you know what they'll do? They'll use a tool just like this. And you know what they'll do? They'll plug it in. Here's a little trivia for you. There's a universal port in your car. They will plug it in to that universal port. When I found out about that, I was like, really? There's a little hidden port inside your car and my car. Every single car, truck, SUV on the road right now, 1996 or newer. If you're saying, will it work with my car? The answer is yes. Now, here's how easy it is. You plug it in less than 30 seconds. I did it in high heels and a skirt last night in 97-degree weather in the parking lot. And then what happens is you plug it in to your computer, and from there you can have simple diagnosis, or you can go in to industry recalls, you can go into parts labor, repair costs, all of that detail right there waiting for you.
Well, you know, one of the things I loved about it too is if you're at that moment where you're not at home and you get one of those red lights and one of those codes, you don't have to go to a computer. There's a phone number right on the back. You can call, read them the code. They'll tell you what's wrong. They'll tell you what needs to be done. It's not only at home in the safety of your own garage, it's also out and about across the entire world. This really is like having a diagnostician. It's like having a doctor for your car on demand. Just leave it in the car and have it there for you. I want to remind you of 2 other things. You can use this on up to 4 vehicles, right?
That's right.
So if you're thinking of buying a new car, or a used car, it's a big investment, right?
Sure.
For under $100, to be able to get the truth about what's really going on in that used car before you buy it, I think is worth every single penny. And if you try out 4 different and then you buy one of those 4, you're going to get to keep using it time and day after day after day to be able to watch that car afterward.
Sure.
The other thing I want you guys to remember is that we are now officially in our extended holiday return. So if you know somebody who, is going to be shopping for a car, you know somebody that does drive an older model car and they live somewhere maybe where it's going to be cold outside, and you want to make sure they've got that peace of mind and that protection for them and for their family, pick it up now and know that you've got until the end of January to return it, but it's not coming back. This is a customer pick with 180 reviews. Today it's $20 off the price. We're going to pay the shipping and handling for you, plus we have flexible payments. Now, you can use FlexPay even if you've never shopped with HSN before. You do not need an HSN card or an HSN MasterCard. Any major credit card, you can flex and just give us $33 and change to immediately get the support that CarMD provides. And I love the reports.
Absolutely. The reports are so detailed. Let me just remind you, you can plug this into as many cars as you want and get the red, the yellow, and the green light. So think about that. You could plug it into 100 cars and get that simple diagnostic.
Oh, so the full diagnostic is only for 4.
The full diagnostic is for 4 cars, and that's for the lifetime of your car. So if you wanted to plug this in next month and the next month, and a year from now a check engine light came in on your car, guess what? Now you plug it in, you get that diagnostic. Now to your point, the reports. Last night I plugged this into my friend's car. Here you go. This number comes up. That means nothing to me, right? But guess what? You connect it to your computer, or you call, if you're on a road trip, call the 1-800 number on the back. You will talk to a live certified technician right here in the good old US of A if you're on that road trip, and they can tell you immediately what's happening with your car based on that diagnosis. Now, when you run the report, connecting it to your computer, your Mac, your PC, your laptop, doesn't matter, Windows-based, and then from here, or Mac, and then from here, what happens is it tells you exactly what's going on with your car. In this case, it's a simple repair. In this case, this Toyota needs $357 worth of repairs, and even though that check engine light has been on for months, do you know what was stopping him from being able to go and have that car serviced or checking it out? Fear. There are now 4 million people driving around with their check engine lights on in their car. Why? Because you don't know. How much is it going to be? How much downtime is there going to be? Am I going to have to reschedule my holiday vacation around car repairs? Now you have this tool, which there's nothing else like it on the marketplace today. You plug it in, and in less than 30 seconds, you are going to have that complete vehicle diagnostic. If you want to have more power and more information, if you now want to have peace of mind, whether you're traveling on the road or across the country, if you want to give this as a gift. I have my family who comes to visit me around the holidays, my father now pushing 70, and it's so important to me to know that he's got peace of mind when he's on the road because he can carry this in the glove box. Maybe you have that young driver that's off at college. This is going to be a fantastic gift for the holidays. And remember, not for 1 car, not for 2 cars, but the full diagnostic on 4 vehicles for the lifetime of the car. So it's not just a one-time analysis.
And no subscription fees.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This is it.
For me, it's really exciting because, I may be good with electronics, but I know nothing about cars. And I know it's like the excuse men are supposed to know about cars. I don't know a thing about cars. So when the check engine light goes on for me, the first thing happens is my heart goes down in the bottom of my stomach because I think, how much is this going to cost me? How much time is this going to take to be able to, without ever even leaving my garage, find out exactly what's wrong, find out what it's going to cost? That is empowering. And then I can go, you know what? I don't need to do it today. It's not something that's going to stop me from being safe on the road. I can do it when I have a day off. I don't have to stop my entire life, cancel my plans, ask somebody else to take the kids to school. It makes it really, really simple and easy for you to be able to do it on your schedule, on your time. But then you also know when, okay, this car is not safe to drive, and I have kids and pets and people I love in the car. I'm going to go get it repaired right away. The other thing I love, too, is when you know how much it's supposed to cost. For me, if I go to a mechanic and my report says $300 and they quote me $500, not only am I not going to pay the extra $200, but I'm going to go find somebody else. Because it means that they're dishonest, they're not doing business right, and that's how you're going to be empowered with the information. You don't have to know a thing about cars. You know what? I don't know a thing about medicine, so I go to a doctor. I don't know a thing about cars. Right here.
Plug it in.
Here's the answer.
And here's the thing. Because of the database, and this is the most extensive database in the country, it's like having a second opinion for what's going on with your car from thousands of technicians. Because as soon as that report is generated, as soon as you plug it into the computer, then all of those diagnostic tools are cross-referenced, so that the same thing going on with this Sequoia Toyota in Florida may be something similar that's happening with, a similar model that's up in Wyoming. So what happens is all of that information comes together, and here's the kicker. I'm going to show you a little chart that's in front of me, because there's 3 simple steps. You plug it in, you get green for go. I hope that happens for you. Maybe you have a car that has 170,000 miles on it like mine does. Guess what? It still runs in mint condition because I've been able to keep up with those repairs. With 4 minutes remaining, let me show you the most exciting part, because you're going to have a chart, and I'll show it to you in front of me, that gives you the exact estimate of the labor as well as the cost of the parts. So you are going to know exactly the information that you need. Let me just come over here and point this out to you so that you can choose, okay, is this a repair that I need to make right away? Is the car dealership or is this repair service ripping me off because now you know the parts? And you know what, in this case, the labor here is fairly expensive. The labor is over $400, but sometimes that is a legitimate expense. Why? Because it could be in an area that's difficult to reach, could be something that, requires a certain expertise from the technician. You don't know that unless you have information. And that's what CarMD delivers for you. There's nothing else like this in the marketplace. You cannot find a better value. And if you want peace of mind, if you want to be a better driver, if you want to be empowered, if you've ever had that little intuition on your shoulder because a sensor light came on in your car and you were worried about it, now you can have peace of mind.
And I especially think it's so key once your car goes out of warranty. If you're driving a used car that doesn't have one, or you've passed the 3 years, 30,000 miles, whatever that warranty program is, once you're out of it, this truly is a must-have. It will pay for itself in no time. We know it does, and our customers, our loyal customers that help us win that prestigious award, they know that it does too, because it's got one job to do and it does it well. That's why it's got 180 reviews, making it a customer pick. Here's what you should know. In addition to the great offer, we've taken $20 off for our holiday celebration. We are also paying the shipping and handling for you guys so you can shop with convenience. And this is a more robust offer than we've done.
True.
Because we're including the carrying case so that you can take it with you when you're traveling on the road. You can show off this technology to your sister, to your mom. We're including the case, and previous versions of CarMD, we're going to do full diagnostics for 3 cars. We've worked with CarMD and upped it to 4 because most households in America that are shopping with us every day have 4 vehicles, and we want them all to be covered, especially those teenage first cars. That's the one where you're buying a used car, one with a lot of miles on it. We want you to have peace of mind and protection, but we want every car to be taken care of. So it's a great purchase today. Take advantage of flexible payments that's available with any major credit card. Enjoy our free shipping and handling, and know that if you're gift shopping with us today, you've got until the end of January to make returns. We know this one's not coming back, but we also want to give you that peace of mind if you are gift giving with our CarMD Diagnostic. It's really just a must-have. It's something that once you have it, you're sharing the secret with friends and family.
It's one of the most exciting discoveries. You're so right on that, because what happens is there's nothing else like this in the market. How much do you know about your car? Quite frankly, I don't know that much about my car, and I don't care to. I have a lot of other things to do. I'm busy with a 4-year-old, and I know that I can plug this little guy in. This is the secret of the technicians. If you're just tuning in with 1 minute remaining, you plug it in less than 30 seconds. It tells you what's going on with your car. You now can plug this into your computer. You then are able to run a full diagnostic and have information, and that information gives you power. If you want to have peace of mind, if you want to be empowered, your car is probably one of your most precious investments. And if you want to protect and extend the life of that car, you want to make a buying decision on the car lot, you can plug this in. Remember, to every car on the car lot, and it can tell you immediately if it's a lemon. If you want to have that peace of mind, you need to have CarMD, and there's nothing else like it in the market.
And not just car shoppers, but also this time of year, the weather's getting colder, the conditions outside are getting more dangerous and worse. So to be able to know what's going on with your car on a snowy day, a cold day, before you head out, it's great. It really is a must-have. Take advantage of FlexPay and free shipping and handling. We've also got your GPS guide for once the CarMD gives you the go-ahead. That's coming up after a spotlight, so stay with us.